You may be seated. Mr. Toscano, Mr. Carrasco, members of the board, parents, family, and friends, welcome to the commencement ceremony of the first ever graduating class of 2024. My name is Erica Jackson, and it is an honor to serve as the principal of Cass-Lee High School. Before we begin, I ask that you please silence your cell phones and any other electronic devices, because this is a very special event for all of us. I ask that you respect every graduate who walks the stage by not using any kind of noisemakers or air horns during the ceremony. To our graduates, remember that success is not about talent, but also about hard work, determination, and resilience. Plan to work hard so you can look in the mirror and be proud of your accomplishments. Stay true to yourselves, pursue your passions, and never give up on your dreams. You are the leaders of tomorrow, and we are so very proud of you. You have played a part in shaping your future. We now have the presentation of colors by the East Central JROTC. Callahan, if you'll go ahead and come up. And we will have the national anthem sung by Kendra Proby, our Cass-Lee senior and a member of the East Central Choir, Honor Choir. At this time, Callahan.
And now please rise for the presentation of the colors by the East Central JROTC Color Guard under the direction of Cadet Private First Class George Castillo, carrying the American flag. Cadet Private Jessica Gonzalez, carrying the Texas flag. Cadet First Sergeant Alexander Mora, guarding the American flag. And Cadet Private Candy Polis, guarding the Texas flag. Please remove your headgear.
Greetings. Order.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, once upon a land at the twilight frosty, whose by stripes and bright stars from the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched, were so cannons we stream, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave broken the line, and our God was there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave? O'er the lands of the free, and the home of the brave.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Order. Right. Face. Forward. Mark. Left. 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 Right. Left. Left. Right. Left. Left. Right. Right.
Thank you. You may now be seated.
Next, introducing our platform guests and dignitaries, please welcome one of our cast lead seniors, Angel San Miguel.
It is a pleasure to welcome our distinguished guests and school members present today. ECISD Board of Trustees, Vice President, Mr. Emilio Carrasco, Secretary, Ms. Del Brazil, Member, Ms. Ginger Friesenheim, and Member, Mr. Victor Garza. Introducing our Cast Network board members, Executive Director of Cast Network, Gene Russell, Program Director of Cast Network, Jennifer Maestre, Marketing and Communications Director, Eddie Rodriguez, and Cast Network member, Eric Nieves. Now, our district administration. Superintendent of Schools, Roland Toscano. Chief Instructional Officer, Joette Barnes. Chief Financial Officer, Judy Burns. Executive Director of Student and Community Engagement, Shane McKay. and Executive Director of Support Services, Stevie Gonzalez. Now introducing our high school administration. Principal Erica Jackson. And Assistant Principal Christopher Johnson. For our graduate speakers, Senior Class President Nicholas Rocco Herrera. Our senior speaker, Tyson Toscano. And our highest ranking summa cum laude graduate, Bradley Hogg. At this time, please welcome the Executive Director of Cass Network, Gene Russell.
Thank you, Angel. First I want to thank, yes, thank you. Have to do- All right, good evening, leaders, and congratulations, class of 2024. First, I would like to thank the parents, family, and loved ones who are here to support you, as well as the wonderful teachers and staff of Cass Lead, which is such a special place. Parents, you took a leap of faith in this school when it was but an idea. We want to thank you for believing in us, for entrusting your young people to us, and most of all, for honoring their choice. Next, I'd like to thank two leaders who are on the stage here with me. First, Principal Jackson, who stepped in to lead this school. And these amazing students as if she were born for the role. Superintendent Roland Toscano, my partner in everything, has had to wear multiple hats for Cass Lead. He's been a champion of this school. He's the superintendent with a big picture vision for this growing district. And he's a parent. And he's juggled all of those roles with grace, always putting young people first. To you all, the first graduating class of Cass Lead, there will never be another class like you. Together with your teachers and the staff here, you have built such a special culture. Leaders, it has been an honor to watch you grow into your leadership over 4 years, and you have shaped this school in every way. During your time here, the noteworthy characteristics I have observed include empathy, courage, kindness, and collaboration. Generally, I believe that courage matters more than accomplishments. But with this group, I want you to take a minute to congratulate yourselves on what you, the pioneering first class, have accomplished together, because through these accomplishments, your character shines through. You are risk takers. You chose a new school during a pandemic, when school was online, and despite the odds, you built something new. You nurture a healthy culture. You stay positive and supportive of each other through changes in leadership and the addition of an 8th grade. You are legacy builders. You developed a series of senior experiences that you will leave behind you, including a senior trip to Disney. And you, most importantly to me, you are advocates for good. You lifted your voice to advocate for that trip. You created peer mentoring programs for younger students. You built a clothes closet, and so much more. I want to share just one story of how you all impressed me at every turn. We hosted a leadership speaker at Cass Tech. Eric Nieves was here, representing the Cass board. You all arrived later than the other students, but entered the building like you owned it. You were the first to jump up with questions. That confidence and leadership you exhibit every time, everywhere you go, is what gives me faith that wherever you go, you enter the room as leaders. CAST is about ending the either or of college or career and moving to a model that supports college and career.
And all but a few of you plan to go to college, and most will work while you go to school. 2 of you will work and receive training in the military. 1 of you will go straight to work. We honor each of these choices because what is important is that you have a plan, you have had a chance to experience college, you've had a chance to experience industry, and you've learned real skills. Each one of you has made an informed decision about your next step. Recently, local author Lorenzo Gomez III shared the importance of a personal board of directors, or a group of people who you can trust to give you advice that will always bring out your best self. At the senior decision dinner, someone closer to you, Mr. Joseph Sanchez, reminded you to go out into the world and surround yourself with people who love and support you. If ever you find that you are not surrounded by people who love and support you, he said, remember that there are people here who do. Remember that. And by the way, this is genuinely how your teachers feel. So a huge shout out to the teachers and staff of Cast Lead for creating that. Today, I'd like you to look around and identify at least one classmate who you will carry forward as a member of that personal board, as well as one caring adult you have met during your time here. Remember who those people are. We also recently asked you to sign up for the CAST Alumni Network. We have a saying at CAST, you may not want to hear this, that we will never leave you. What we mean by that is that we are here to support you in whatever you need. Connections to jobs, advising, scholarships. Please know that we are here to find you answers because we care about you. It has been my absolute privilege to spend the past 4 years watching this group of leaders. I have come to count on every single one of you to show up both individually and as a group as leaders who ask questions, speak confidently to adults, use your voice for good, and support each other with love. Just like your motto, lead here, lead anywhere. I'm joined here today by Eddie Rodriguez and Jen Lances from the CAST Network, and so congratulations from all of us. We cannot wait to see where you lead next.
Thank you, Jean. Please welcome to the podium our senior speaker, Mr. Rocco Herrera, for his speech of Remaking Yourself.
Hello. March 11, 2020. The World Health Organization declares COVID-19 a worldwide pandemic, with the next day, March 12, 2020, finding the United States shutting down and going into a quarantine period. With the rise of the coronavirus pandemic, changes started rolling in within our economy and the world as a whole. From businesses shutting down, riots taking place, division amongst our communities at the all-time high, and even schools canceling the remainder of the 2019 through 2020 school year, this was an absolutely disastrous era for billions of people and a disastrous year for the person speaking in front of you today. For as long as I can remember, I was a star student. Straight A's with honor roll almost every year, participating in extracurricular activities ranging from AVID, robotics, and even football. I was on the right track, headed for success. But then something changed. As mentioned earlier, the 2019 through 2020 school year was a rough one, and one that I, along with millions of other elementary, middle, high school, and college students, felt the impact of. Heading into my freshman year at Cass Lead High School, I was an unmotivated student lacking the drive and vision to be the best student or best person that I could possibly be, after experiencing half a year of isolation, depression, and cabin fever. The 2020 through 2021 school year was an immensely difficult one for everyone, teachers, faculty, and students included. I turned to asynchronous or online learning, which is one of the biggest mistakes in my school career. And like I said, I was an already unmotivated student, so my grades plummeted as a direct result of this decision. even speaking as low as the low 30s and low 40s. I was hurting, mentally, emotionally, academically, and spiritually hurting. With the start of the 2021 through 2022 school year rolling in, I realized that it was time to wake up. I realized that my decisions, or lack thereof, had real consequences, not only on my GPA and transcripts, but also on my character. It was time for a change. Come my sophomore year, it was time for me to physically step foot into Cassidy High School. And honestly, I felt alone. Not having any friends, not having any real relationships with my teachers. But one day, something sparked. And I remember this day like it was yesterday. A lot of people may have known me as the new kid, not knowing that I had been there since the very beginning. However, in my sophomore algebra class with Mr. Noah Collins as my teacher, a table of some of the most beautiful souls that I have ever met invited me to sit with them. Gabriela Sanchez, Victoria Sadavia, and Yasmin Martinez were those people. And though it may sound like an exaggeration, this invitation single-handedly changed my life. We hit it off, and today I consider these girls sisters. Sophomore year also introduced me to a new concept called PBL, or Process-Based Learning, formerly known as Project-Based Learning, a curriculum that groups students up to achieve a common goal, which in our case was to solve a problem facing our community. The introduction of PBL into my life has provided me with essential academic, work, and life skills, ranging from graphic design, presentation creation, collaboration, and most importantly, public speaking. Sophomore year was truly the birth of the person that I am today. Now, my junior year of high school saw me creating deeper and tighter bonds with my teachers and my peers, doing higher level work, and finally joining clubs here at Cassidy High School. My junior year opened up with me joining Speak Up, Speak Out, which is essentially PBL but on a grander level, presenting to city officials, business leaders, the CAST network, and even university students. And though we didn't advance to the state level, I can confidently say that my team still wowed our audience. My junior year was also the birth of my Texas DECA career, in which I assumed the role of Vice President of Leadership and advanced to the state level to compete in Dallas, Texas. I was also on the founding team of East Central's Harvest the Hive Committee, a committee which was dedicated to rejuvenating that natural environment, along with educating the community about environmental sciences, where I was the head of the social media team. My junior year of high school was yet another crucial year where I started blossoming into the leader that I am today. And it closed with me gaining an incredible experience with an internship at Potluck Hospitality, located at the historic Pearl downtown, where I held the title of People and Culture Apprentice. And finally, here we are reaching my senior year. And where do I even start? This year has been jam-packed with stress, events, meetings, projects, and everything else you can possibly imagine. The stress level at Cassidy High School was at an all-time high for both teachers and students. But each and every one of these students on the stage and in front of me pushed each other, and I couldn't be more proud of us. And as a senior, I was awarded with my senior practicum at the prestigious Whitty Museum, where I worked in every department from human resources to even running and touring field trip groups. My senior year also allowed me to exercise my newfound passion for art, in which I created our senior class t-shirt, Halloween Tales from Cassidy shirt, and I even created the poster and t-shirt design for East Central High School's annual Indie Fest. I was on the planning team for our senior trip at Disney World in Orlando, Florida, with my role being titled Senior Committee President. And on the top of the president, I was also awarded with the role of president for our Texas DECA chapter, where once again, I advanced to the state level for the second year in a row. And to top off my extremely busy schedule for this amazing year, I spent every week of the school year as varsity cheerleading manager for our amazing East Central Florida cheer team, where our girls advanced to the national level in Dallas, and I'm extremely proud of them. To say this past year has been stressful would be a wildly irresponsible understatement, but somehow these amazing teachers and my wonderful peers helped each other to make it to the end of the road. Now, you may be asking yourself, why did I spend the past 5 minutes listening to this random student tell me about their high school journey? And to that I say, I'm a prime example of what Cassidy and the CAST Network produces. You see, if there's one thing that Cassidy and the CAST Network do perfectly, it's executing and implementing their core pillars: relationships, equity, youth voice and agency, and authentic learning. I have met lifelong friends and even my beautiful girlfriend of 3 years thanks to CAST Network's implementation of relationship building. Each student on the stage has been given an equal opportunity to become something bigger than themselves, thanks to the equity given to us by CAST Lead. Youth Voice and Agency is also the engine that keeps CAST running, with students advocating for their community each and every day. And who could forget authentic learning? The CAST Network is a pioneer in the wide world of education, providing us with the highest level of opportunities and education available to high school students. CAST Lead is more than just a school. It is an incubator for leadership, excellence, opportunities, and success. I would like to thank my amazing teachers, our amazing faculty and staff for an amazing 4 years and for giving me a second chance. I truly reinvented myself from an uncaring, unmotivated student to the leader and public speaker you see here today. My name is Nicolas Rocco Herrera. Thank you.
Rocco, thank you for your words of wisdom, inspiration, and above all, heart. Please welcome to the podium Mr. Tyson Toscano for his speech on Spirit of the Class.
Hello, everyone. I am Tyson Toscano. And as some of you may or may not know, I have always closely been linked to the schooling system, in and outside of school hours. In case you didn't hear, my last name is Toscano, just like one superintendent of this school district. So, I have grown up within this district, in these hallways, even outside of school hours. I got to interact with a lot of staff and teachers in my free time, when I wasn't spending myself in an office chair, of course. This gave me and a few of the other EC staff kids here in the crowd today a different perspective than most our age have on their teachers in their school. What we learned behind the scenes in this district is that teachers and staff are people too. They have lives and personalities just like the rest of us. Now, y'all may think I'm stating the obvious here, but that only shows the effectiveness of our culture and spirit here at CAST Lead. I've seen that in most schools, students will villainize their teachers or the staff for a multitude of reasons. Because they don't want to work, or more likely, they don't want to be told what to do. But at CAST, it's different. It's all about one key difference. Our teachers here, they're not just educators, they're mentors. So, to break this down a little bit better, the word educator is someone who provides instruction, or more simply, someone who tells you what to do. Right? But the meaning of mentor is a trusted advisor, someone whose counsel and advice you will trust. Here at CAST Lead, not only do the teachers teach, they mentor you. They help us grow into our best selves. In closing, I want to say, on behalf of my fellow graduates, from the bottom of our hearts to our mentors, thank you for your unwavering support and guidance, and for creating a culture that helped us grow into the individuals we are today. We are forever grateful and know that all of your hard work has had a positive impact on all our lives. Thank you very much.
I don't know how you're going to follow that one up, sir. But at this time, I'd like to introduce to you the original Toscano. The Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Roland Toscano, for the Superintendent message.
Thank you, Ms. Jackson. So just a few years ago, I was a student here at East Central High School. And as a student here at East Central High School, I wore braces. I was supposed to wear them for 2 years. I wore them for all 4 years. And the reason I had to wear braces for 4 years was because I refused to miss a single practice or a single meeting or a single obligation that I had in school. But my senior year, my mother, who is here with us today, refused to have me miss another orthodontist appointment. And she made me miss my only baseball practice that I missed in 4 years. She knows what I'm talking about. Now, my coach at the time, Coach Herbert, had a rule that whether you had a good excuse or not, if you missed practice, you had to make it up. So after practice that day, he said, meet me at the track. And he gave me 2 choices. He said, you can run a Herbert mile, which a Herbert mile meant that you ran a lap, 4 laps, outside of the stadium, and on each side of the stadium, you went up and down each set of bleachers. That's 8 sets of bleachers on both sides. That's 1 lap, had to do it 4 times. Or, he said, you could run a traditional mile, and I'll let you run 1 lap at a time, but each lap has to be in under 1 minute. I thought, what a deal, I'm an athlete. 1 minute lap, I can blow that away. Coach signed me up for that. So he blew the whistle and I took off. My hair at the time was nice and long and it was blowing in the wind. And I just felt free like a bird. I turned the first corner of the lap and I heard him shout my time and I realized, oh God, I've got to sprint full speed to make this in under a minute. I was fine until I wasn't. The last turn, the last 100 meters, I felt like knives were being stabbed into my legs. I was running in sand, uphill, with wind blowing in my face. I finished, collapsed across the line. It's the most painful thing I'd ever experienced in my life. Coach said, 59 seconds, great job, 3 to go. I literally thought I was going to die. I never lost respect for anyone who could do that for the rest of my life. In fact, I didn't run 3 more that day. I ran 3 more Herbert laps and took my sweet time to make up the time. So it was impossible for me to run that 59-second lap 4 consecutive or 3 more times. So I became infatuated when I found out that there was a human being in 1994 named Roger Bannister who actually ran 4 laps, a mile, in under 4 minutes. Meaning that he did what I did 1 time, 4 times. How is that even humanly possible? And in all of human history prior to 1954, not one human being had ever accomplished that. So I wanted to know what made this guy different. What did he do? Well, he had a sneaky little secret. He was in his last year of medical school to be a neurologist. He knew how the brain works. And he knew that where the mind goes, the body follows. And because he knew that if he believed he could, he would. And because of that, he didn't listen to anybody that said it is physiologically and biomechanically impossible, it cannot be done. It went in one ear and out the other, and all he saw were the reasons why it could be done. And he started to pay attention to different runners around the world. And he noticed that some who finished really strong ran in elevations. They ran hills. They didn't run on flat ground. He also learned that those who ran the quickest times had a shorter stride length. And he shortened his stride length, and he learned a cadence from 180 steps or strides in a lap to 190. And he learned that sprinters do these things called plyometrics to get explosive speed so that they can sprint their full speed for a sustained amount of time. And he did things no one ever did before. And then subsequently ran a mile in under 4 minutes. And the amazing thing is that after that, 60 other human beings did the same thing in the next 10 years. All of life, all of mankind's history, 0. Roger Bannister does it, 60 more do it in the next 10 years. More than 2,000 have done it to this day. So what's the message? If you think you can or you can't, you're right. And just because things seem impossible doesn't mean that they are. Look for reasons to believe in yourself. Look for reasons why things can actually happen for you. And understand that what you did here today is blaze a trail. You made the impossible possible for generations of Cass League Hornets to come. And for that, we're proud of you. And we commend you, and we celebrate you tonight. Congratulations. Also, members of the board, I want to certify that all of these students have met all of the requirements set forth by the East Central Independent School District and the Texas Education Agency to receive their diplomas today.
Please welcome our East Central Independent School District Board Vice President, Mr. Emilio Carrasco.
Right, well, good evening to everyone. I won't be long. Being a youth pastor and all, I know you probably won't believe me, but I promise I won't be long. But good evening to everyone here in Cass Lead Class of 2024. As I look around, I see all the proud, smiling faces from your parents. You guys can't see, but I can see they're excited. I know you're excited. And here's the thing, time goes on and it's been like this, how quick it happened. From the first time you dropped these graduates off at kindergarten to today, here we are. What a great moment. Let me talk to the young people here, because this makes me way more comfortable. I'm not even looking at the adults. You guys, hey, I've been teaching Sunday school for 30 years, teenagers. Love teenagers. God has brought you here, and listen, you were chosen by God for such a time as this. There's a purpose. There's a purpose for you being here, and God has given you parents and faculty and adults that champion you, that look for your success. So as parents, we give our kids tools, and we give you a toolbox, first of all, and then we add some tools in there. We put tools in there for a purpose, and that purpose is to help you through life. School has most definitely been one of those preparation moments in your life, and from the beginning on time, meeting new people, getting used to being told what to do by somebody other than your parents. That's tough, but I'm going to tell you something. Even as an adult, somebody's going to tell you what to do, and you just you learn from it, you grow from it. And then one thing I've learned, and I've tried to instill, I've instilled in my boys is this: never quit. No matter what you face, no matter the circumstances, don't quit. That's the advice. If you hear anything, is that. And then the other thing is do right. Even if the stars fall, do right. One of my favorite quotes from Bob Jones Sr. Do right. Seniors, if anything from my speech to remember is this acrostic is, and this is original, all right? Get ready. Cass Lead. C, confident. Be confident in everything you do. Don't second guess yourself. A, apply. Apply the tools that you've learned from your parents and your teachers, because someone will be able to teach you. And then S, selfless. Put others first. Our youth group used to be named Team Joy, the acronym JOY. Jesus first, others second, and then yourself. I'm telling you, in my life, my experience, that's what brings me joy. Serving others brings joy. And then the T, trustworthy. Be trustworthy. Do the right thing even when no one's watching. And then L, legacy, which you've done. You've left a legacy already, but leave a legacy for others. And for others to look up to you is awesome. And then E, exceptional. Be exceptional. Be one of a kind. You're fearfully and wonderfully made by God. You're valuable. You're valuable. And then A, admirable. Be admirable. Be honest. Tell the truth. The truth shall set you free. That's what the good word of the Bible says. And then D, determined. Be determined. Don't quit. Even a dead fish can swim downstream. Take some effort swimming upstream. Don't quit. Don't quit. Cass of 2024, on behalf of the school board and myself, I want to congratulate you on the job. Well done. As Vice President of the school board, I certify that these graduates have completed all requirements of the East Central School District and State of Texas for conferment of certification and that they are ready to receive their diplomas. Mr. Toscano and Ms. Jackson, members of the board, and the entire East Central family, it is with my great pleasure that I present to you the graduating class of 2024.
Thank you so much, Mr. Carrasco, Mr. Toscano. We really appreciate you. At this time, will the first row seniors please stand and be guided to the stage to take their honors.
I'm gonna try my best, okay? Bradley Joseph R., University of Texas at San Antonio, summa cum laude. Juan Carlos Alonso, Texas A&M San Antonio, cum laude. Tristan Connor Adkins, Northeast Lakeview College. Jeremy Jacob Barrientos, Catholic University, Aiden James Viela, Jalen Anthony Campos, Jonathan Richard Cardenas, Colorado College. Evan Anthony Castillo, University of Texas, San Antonio, cum laude. Julius Andrew Cato. Berkeley Rebecca Colas. Callahan Lenore Colas. Eliana Maria Cruz. Eric Isaiah Cervantes. Daisy Marie Escobar, Catholic Industry. Scott David Abair, Palo Alto College, cum laude. Nicholas Vaco Herrera, Bryce Garrison Copen, Iowa University, cum laude. Elias Eduardo Lopez, U.S. Armed Forces, cum laude. Yasmin Sanchez Martinez, cum laude. June Elizabeth Martinez, San Antonio College, cum laude. Jaime Martinez, Luke Mendez, Texas A&M San Antonio, cum laude. Taja Shabbat Mosley, Haley Marie Ortega, Noah James Padilla, Gracie Marie Polashik, College of University, magna cum laude. Kendra Leanne Crowley, Texas A&M San Antonio. Madeline Elisa Zendri, cum laude. Kimberly Esmeralda Rodate, Northwest Vista College, cum laude. Cameron Martin Salinas, Angel San Miguel, Colorado College. Gabriela Dolores Sanchez, Victoria Angeline Sarabia, Tyson James Toscano, U.S. Palo Alto College, cum laude. Daniel James Robert Villarreal, Shayla Irie Wash, cum laude. Diana Mae Whitman, Cambridge Industry. Isabel Ann Yanes Gomez, please help me welcome to the podium the #1 summa cum laude valedictorian senior Bradley Joseph R. for the valediction and turning of the tassels.
So for those of you who know me, most likely know me by the mask, but I had to take it off in months to kill me. Dear esteemed faculty, leaders, parents, and fellow graduates, as the valedictorian of the first graduating class of Cass Lee High School, I am honored to stand before you today. While some of you may know me, most of you do not know me well. I want to share that I'm a high-functioning autistic individual, showcasing the differences should not hinder our ability to achieve greatness. My journey has been one of perseverance, growth, triumph over adversity, proving that neurodivergency should be celebrated and embraced. Each one of us has our own story that brings unique perspective and value to the world, and it's through understanding and acceptance and inclusion that we can truly create a more compassionate, diverse society. As a high-functioning autistic individual, I strive to keep growing and surpass the challenges that may come my way. My hope for the future is to continue developing my strengths, advocating for neurodivergency, and making a positive impact in the world. I am determined to achieve my goals and contribute to a more inclusive society where everyone's unique abilities is celebrated. Expanding on the story, I came from homeschooling straight back into high school after leaving middle school, basically teaching myself, and I strove to be valedictorian from my freshman year on, and here I am here today in front of you as the graduating valedictorian. Thank you for allowing me to share my story and being a part of this momentous occasion. Our unique education here at Cass Lee has been defined, as Rocco stated, by the 4 core pillars of CAS: relationships, equity, youth voice and agency, and authentic learning. These 4 core pillars are what define CAS as CAS and what made it a truly unique experience, and what most likely granted the hesitation in the beginning, but what in turn brought about the greatness of our graduating class this year. These pillars have guided us through the challenges and the successes, helping us grow as the individuals we are today, particularly navigating through the challenges brought upon us by the pandemic, such as remote learning, social distancing, and the mental health concerns, along with, as y'all saw, my mask and all y'all's that y'all got rid of. It's not for health reasons, I just like it. This holistic approach has not only prepared us academically, but has also equipped us with essential life skills that we need to properly succeed in this rapidly changing world. As we step into the next chapter of our lives, let us carry these principles, the memories we made here at Cass Lee, and the friendships we have developed when, because of the pandemic, most of us didn't have any. I'd like to thank personally Mr. Rocco Herrera, Angel San Miguel, and Daniel James Villarreal for supporting me through this journey as some of my closest friends in my high school career. Beyond academics, let us remember the friendships forged during the time here. Said that. The bonds will remain long after we graduate here, and the support and camaraderie we have built here should be carried through the unique experiences we have all shared here. The opportunities provided to us through CAS Network and the ECISD School District have allowed us to thrive and get ahead in some of our futures. As we move forward, we must embrace the challenges that come with change, and through the adversity, we must truly grow and succeed. In a moment, we will turn our tassels to symbolize the success and promising future, marking the beginning of new opportunities, so that we can as we turn our tassels, let us reflect on the hard work and dedication that has brought us to this moment. Let this be a symbol of our achievement and a reminder of a bright future. Cheers to a new beginning and an endless opportunity. Congratulations to all of us. Now, as I invite the graduating class seniors to please stand for the turning of the tassels. Graduating seniors, turn.
Congratulations to the Worcester Cass Lee High School graduating class. So good, so good. I just want to personally say so godly proud of every single one of you and what you will accomplish as you go forth and make a difference in the world. You may never forget, may you never forget the home where you began. Remember, once a Hornet, always a Hornet. And if you can lead here, you can lead anywhere. Now,